This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hey everyone, it's Tuta. How are you doing today? I am very excited to finally share with you this house that I built with just base game and the new Growing Together expansion pack. I built this like 2 weeks ago when the pack came out, but it took me forever to publish the video because I spent days debating whether I should do a voiceover for it or not. Also, my daily schedule kind of changed a bit, so I don't really have as much free time as I used to before. And the fact that I tend to overthink every single thing doesn't really help the situation. I made this a 2-bedroom house for a family with an infant since, well, this pack is all about families, and there was this huge infants update 2 days before the pack was released, so those infants are kind of like the whole rage now. Also, the reason that I almost rage quit the game for the first time in my life. I mean, I haven't really played with them so much other than these few minutes while I tested this build, and oh my god, they are so needy. I had just one and it was a struggle to keep everyone alive. You know, either the kid is cranky and sleepy, or the parents are passing out from exhaustion, and everybody was hungry all the time, and the father almost burned down the house like 3 times in a row trying to make the damn grilled cheese. I mean, what the hell? Did you have any more luck with infants than I did? I mean, is it really that hard to keep their needs up, or is it just me? I mean, let me know in the comments if you have any tips and tricks for handling them. You know, I want to try and play with them, but I don't think I can do it without cheating. I mean, I can barely keep one sim alive without cheating, so drawing with an infant as well could turn out to be a complete disaster, as it already did actually. So this house, I've placed it in this beautiful new world of San Sequoia. It's on the 30 by 20 lot in the Anchorpoint Wharf neighborhood, and I decided to do this kind of modern house with open floor plan, kitchen and living room that has windows all over the wall in the back, so it has this beautiful view of the ocean. And this new pack came with some really beautiful items, well, for me at least. I do really love this modern style furniture that came with it, and I was actually surprised by how many things I love in here. But well, then again, I'm not very picky, you know. And I think I used all of my favorite items in this build. You know, these windows with this triangle shape on the top that I put in front of the house here. I mean, I'm sure there is an actual name for them, but I have no idea what it is. I fell in love with them as soon as I saw the list of items that would be available, and I already had the idea for the build in my head, which wasn't this one though, because I had kind of an issue with those windows. I wanted to put them all the way up to the roof, so it kind of lines up with it, but it didn't turn out quite the way I planned. You know, when I put the windows all the way up, they would either snap on the roof and stick out from it, or there would be this a big part of the wall showing behind the window, which is actually the roof. And I mean, you can see it also in this build as well. On the top of the window there is a little part of the roof that is showing, but I don't think it's that much noticeable here, you know. I think I just need to make the whole room a bit wider and the roof as well to kind of make more space for the window. You know, I did that on the side of the house, and I mean, I will try to work something out once I have a bit more time. And you know, I apologize in advance, but those windows, they might actually become the regular guests in many of the future builds. Now, I decided to make this house a single floor house because it is for a family with an infant, and I figured that it would be easier to have everything close by, you know, so knowing how long it takes the Sims to go from one place to another, you know, especially if the baby starts crying in the middle of the night. I think it's a lot better if you have everything on like one floor, rather than having to go upstairs and get them and stuff, it kind of made sense. And I use mostly like black and gray colors for the interior, so the house actually doesn't really look like there are any kids living in here once you get in. But I did make like a whole room for the kids, kind of. I will get to that later. And we didn't get any new counters and cabinets with the pack, I really wish there were, but at least we got this new oven and the fridge. And I really like this oven, I think it looks good here in this kitchen, and it's really pretty in this like black and gold combination. But I'm not a big fan of the fridge though, or the thing that goes above the oven, whatever it's called. And in the dining area, I really like these new dining chairs and this big dining table. The chairs are amazing, they have like really nice shape. And of course, these new hanging lights, there are some like really pretty lights that came with the pack, and I never thought I would be this excited about the lights, but I guess I am, especially this one here in the living room. Now it does says, I think it's like the recreational center light, I think that's what it's called, and it might not fit in here, in this room, but I just had to use it because I've seen some like really cool like modern luxurious living rooms on the internet with big lights just like this, so I just had to put it in here. Also, how cool are these coffee table and end table? The way I combined them to make like one slightly bigger coffee table, I know, it's amazing, right? Also, I couldn't decide which rug to put in here, so I just used this simple carpet flooring, to save myself hours of choosing the right one. On the left side of the entrance, I put this study, but you can always like turn it into an extra bedroom if you need one for a bigger family. And I've used this super awesome new bookcase, which is actually 3 bookcases. These rounded corners are separate, so you can use them, but you don't have to. But why wouldn't you? You can even combine them to make like one round bookcase, and I think that's like really cool. And here in the bathroom, we have this beautiful new shower and tub combo, which is just absolutely gorgeous. And I believe it's the first time that I love all of the swatches on an item. There is this black with gold, and there is the white, and also I think there is a pink swatch in there as well. It's hard for me to pick just one. Also, the tiles on the shower match this new wallpaper that I use here and the kitchen as well. I think it looks really nice, like this kitchen backsplash. There is this matching floor tiles as well. I've also put another bathroom in the house that is just toilet and the sink. And here in the nursery, I made it all like beige, but it's not a sad beige, I put the dinosaur plushie in here that makes it kind of a bit less sad. And we got to hear this cool new rocking chair and yet another awesome light. Seriously, when did I become this obsessed with lights? Like, what the hell? Oh, and this wallpaper, it's called the sunset, and I think it's like a perfect match for these little cloud stickers that I've placed here, because I have no idea how to decorate kids' room. I had no idea what to put in here. I actually wanted to make it black, and I almost did, but then I figured it might be a bit too much black in here. I had to do some neutral sad colors a bit to brighten up the place. Also, I don't think it would be that nice to make kids' bedroom black. Now, in the parents' bedroom, I put just a bunch of black furniture. I didn't bother with picking out any other swatches or anything or combining, I just put all black. And since I've made this room so huge, which I could have easily done an extra bedroom in here, honestly, since this bedroom is so huge. I also placed these chairs by the window where you can sit and enjoy the view, even though the view here is just street and the subway entrance. I think that's what it is on the outside. And I put this black brick wall behind the bed, kind of like an accent wall, to kind of break this whole big brownish beige wall situation. Now, here on the other side of the house is the happy room. I imagined that this used to be a garage, but they decided to turn it into this big sunroom that has a lot of natural light and with sofas for hanging out with friends. And since, well, there is a grill and a table right outside, so it kind of made so much sense. And then, now that the kid is here, it's been made into the kids' playroom. And there are this bunch of new toys here and this cute new toy box that I had to move around a bit because Sims couldn't get to it. And I figure it's like a great place for when your friends come over with their kids, and you can let them just like play inside while you are sitting out there on the table, grilling some steaks, having a glass of wine, and you can keep an eye on the kids at the same time. Well, if you managed to get this far in the video, you might have figured out that I like this pack. As far for the build buy items, I will let you know what I think about the gameplay, once I get to it, if I get to it actually. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any comments or questions or criticism or anything, feel free to leave a comment. And well, that's all for me now. Take care now. Bye bye then.